Hello, Cedar Valley, Neillsville Estates, and Stratford Knolls, and welcome to your November 2025 Real Estate Market Report. I'm Jed Williams with Hagan Realty, and if you're living or looking in Germantown, there is no better place to keep up with what's going down in real estate than right here. This month, we had updates on 7 different properties, including 1 coming soon, 2 new listings, 3 new contracts, 1 failed listing, and 2 closings. That is a very busy November, so let's get moving. We'll start off in Neillsville Estates at 11411 Brook Run Drive. This is a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath, 3,317 square foot colonial built in '93, listed at the end of August, priced at $799,900. They dropped their price by $20,000 in September and went under contract on November 4th after 67 days on market. In Cedar Valley, we've got 21120 Hickory Forest Way. Not the easiest address to say, but a fun one. It's a 5-bedroom, 4.5 bath, 3,026 square foot colonial built in '02. It listed at the end of August, priced at $899,000. They had a pretty sleepy September, took a little nap in October, pulling the house temporarily off the market, and then went completely comatose at the end of November, pulling the listing entirely after 40 days on the market. Now, over to Stratford Knolls, 11545 Scottsbury Terrace is a 4-bedroom, 3 full bath, 1,680 square foot split level that listed on November 1st, priced at $510,000 and went under contract on the 30th, its 31st day on market. Also in Stratford Knolls, we have 2929 Scottsbury Drive, a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath colonial at just over 2,000 square feet that listed back in October for $629,999 and went under contract less than a week later. They closed on November 17th for $642,000, $12,000 over their list price. Sorry, $12,001. Back over to Cedar Valley, 11609 Seneca Forest Circle, a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath, 2,600 square foot colonial that listed at the end of October, priced at $849,000. They went under contract on November 11th after 13 days on market. And back to Stratford Knolls, 2911 Shakespeare Drive, 4-bedroom, 2 full bath, 1,008 square foot split foyer. They listed for $579,990 in September, dropped their price by $5,000 after 2 weeks, then by $10,000 10 days later, and another $15,000 in October before going under contract after 45 days on market. They closed on November 17th for $550,000. That's $10,000 over their list price, but $30,000 under their original list. And for our final property update for the month, 2820 Tall Forest Drive in Stratford Knolls. This 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath, 1,900 square foot colonial popped up as coming soon on the 18th and active on the 22nd, priced at $645,000, before going under contract just 5 days later. Taking a step back out to look at the rest of Germantown, November saw some chilly winter winds starting to blow. There were 54 new listings in November, which is actually pretty typical for this time of year, and exactly the same as last November. Contract activity, though, was down. The 58 new contracts signed in this month is 18% below last year's number. And time on market is definitely creeping up. On average, Germantown homes are taking 40 days to go under contract. Well, the ones that do go under contract anyway, as the listing failure rate remains concerningly high at 26.8%. That's 50% higher than it was this time last year. Then we come to prices. Now, I've been saying that prices would turn negative this fall ever since our February market report, and they did in October. November saw them fall at a slightly worse pace of 1.0% year over year. I don't think we're done yet, though. My prediction is that we're down 2.5% by March. Switching tracks to mortgages, the average 30-year fixed-rate loan was up this month, but only slightly, ending November at 6.40%. Be sure to check back next month, or if you'd prefer more timely updates, including all the listing photos for each property, register at the link in the description, and we'll set you up with a free automatic email anytime a property hits the market, has a price change, goes under contract, or closes in our neighborhoods. And remember, if you or one of your friends or neighbors are looking to buy or sell, give me and my team a call. I'm Jed Williams with Hagan Realty. In Germantown, you'll be moved.